Alright, Chicken Boy here, and tonight on Potty Talk, you have seen me in the past interview local entertainers of the Omaha metro area in their bathrooms. But tonight, we are doing something different, something special. Instead of interviewing a local entertainer, I am doing an interview inside of a local entertainment establishment. That establishment being Krypton Comics, voted one of Omaha's best comic book dealerships in the Omaha area. So tonight it's going to be a theme episode. We're going to be talking about comic books, comic book movies, and just comic book crap in general, as only Potty Talk can. So sit back, relax, enjoy the interview. My guest here tonight is my good buddy and comic book historian, Craig Wunderlich. Sit tight, it's going to be a hell of a show. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, who knows? Who cares? Shut up, watch the show, because Potty Talk starts now. Hey kids, and welcome to the season 3 premiere / comic book edition spectacular of Potty Talk, the only talk show that normally takes place in the bathroom, because ladies and gentlemen, that is in fact where the shit does go down. However, this time we are not in a bathroom, so to speak. We are actually in a comic book shop, because we are going to be talking comic books, comic book films, stuff of that nature. I have with me as my guest here, you may see him in some of my other goofy skits, as Kid B and Boogler B, Bartender B. He's my B guy to go to. He's Mr. Can I call you Craig or Mr. Wunderlich or
Craig is fine.
Craig. Okay, my friend Craig here. He is our comic book historian for this particular episode, because like how behind the music, they'll have like the Kiss historian, which
anything on the History Channel.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Alien historian, which is total bullshit. It's just
As we
Billy Bob working down at the Sizzler, and
as we're about to go talk about superheroes flying around
in
the planet, we're gonna call aliens bullshit.
Aliens bullshit. Well, historians in general is what I was leading to. But alien,
Bullshit.
that's bullshit. Let's face it, Green Martian, my ass. All right. Anyways, like I said, we're not in the actual bathroom this time. We are in the comic book shop. We got T-shirts to prove it. If you don't, Krypton Comics. We're at the Krypton Comics location. I chose to go with the Breaking Bad shirt because he never watches that show.
I have no idea what his shirt is referencing.
But nonetheless, I will call him bitch throughout the interview. So, bitch.
Thought this was gonna be the one time on film where you were nice to me.
Okay, I'll take it back. Yeah, I won't call you bitch much. All right.
Fair enough.
Anyways. So yeah, we're at Krypton Comics here. We're in the game room, which is much nicer than the bathroom, to be honest. I've done way too many of these shows in the hopper, and the smell is, a little bit better. So I'm good for that. I, however, do believe any room could be a bathroom if you determine. So I brought with me a little portable potty here, and the best thing about this sucker, it makes sound. That's awesome. You want one, don't you?
I have 3.
I wish actual toilets did this. Just you sit down and like adults toilets need this. They should. I would eat Taco Bell on purpose if this was going to be the end result every time. I'm going to keep the voice box and take it out and just go around town with it.
Take it up on stage with
Take
you.
it up on stage, just tell a bunch of knock-knock jokes, and at the end...
No jokes ever bomb when you have your potty with you.
Exactly. You can do dead baby jokes, and it's funny because of this.
You bombing a joke while dropping a bomb, and it's still a success.
Exactly. It's a bomb, dropping a bomb.
So damn literal.
So damn. Anyway, we should get to the subject at hand here. We're here talking about comic books. The reason this whole episode came about, wanted to do something a little different. Normally, we're interviewing local comics, musicians, yada yada. Sometimes hobos, in the bathrooms, and we talk about what they do. Instead, this time we're going to talk about a subject. It's going to be like a conversation piece with me and my pal here, Craig, and we chose to go with the comic books. This might be like a beta test. We might do more of these wacky themed episodes. See how it goes. Something different, because hey.
Not everything's about poop.
Exactly. That says it all right there. So,
How did this idea come up, Kevin?
this started back, I don't know, 6 months ago or wherever the heck. How long is it? It's been a while. Late last summer. Basically, when it was announced that Ben Affleck will be playing Batman in the upcoming Superman film, which is really a Batman film, basically. I don't know why.
Like it's going to be more of a Batman film.
Yeah.
Than Superman film.
Superman 3 is going to be more of a Superman film than the Superman versus Dark. Don't knock it. Richard Pryor was gold in that film.
They parachuted into the Grand Canyon.
It was the fastest way to get down there.
But Richard Pryor took a donkey anyway. So they had to get down there and wait for him. They got down
It's
there.
storytelling, okay? It's called the slow burn to build up the story of Richard Pryor making from the top of the cannon to the bomb on a donkey.
Speaking of slow burns, the open was also a slow burn. That weird Rube Goldberg type scene of this happened,
Oh,
and
the whimsical cause and effect of
Yes.
of like the Charlie Chaplin, but not as good.
But Superman shows
Yeah,
up.
Superman shows up.
Because that guy's car is filling with water because that is what would happen.
It's science. This is based on 1980 science. Proves that if you drive over a fire hydrant, you will drown.
Your car will fill with water.
It will fill up.
Unless Superman's there.
Yes, and then you're okay.
Oh, that movie's horrible. Don't watch
Best.
that movie, kids.
Worse than
Don't.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, with the where they made a clone of Superman by using a string of hair from a museum, which
How is that? Okay, that makes more sense than
Richard Pryor on the donkey.
than Clark Kent versus Superman fighting in a junkyard.
They had a
Like-
junkyard brawl.
There was more science in the strand of hair Superman than there was
In
this kryptonite makes Superman all rapey and makes him want to fight himself.
he never got all the Lana cut him off before he went too far, I think.
What about the chick on the top of the Statue of Liberty, though?
He
The generic bad guy's villain's right hand.
how do you think she got up there?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Just flying up there on Superman's paw. I'm on the Statue of Liberty now.
Grabbed one by the tail and rode it up.
But she's blonde, so she didn't know any better. Because in movies,
Or, sorry to jump around, Richard Pryor skiing off of a building.
that just makes sense.
Why?
He
Okay, that,
needed to get down from there.
like, it wasn't safe.
Why was a ski scope on the top of a building? I think that's the bigger
To
question.
show you how rich he
Why did-
was. To show you how rich he was, but the safety features weren't there. Did you see, like, okay, it goes slope, bottom of the slope, tiny wooden fence. Like,
He didn't think it through, basically.
like Richard Pryor's the only one who's made that mistake to fly all the way
Fly
through.
all the way through it. Well, it's a lesson for people to keep in mind. In the 90s, they didn't have that problem. They learned from Richard Pryor. All rich people who have ski scopes on top of the building
So it's
now
like
have a better guardrail.
it's like the caution, this liquid is hot on the side of the coffee
Yeah.
mug.
That's what that was.
Fair enough, okay. I like the movie a little better then.
Than that. All right, that proved it.
But Batman as
Ben
Affleck is
Affleck. That's where this started. This whole
I think it's a
started.
great idea.
I'm still.
Because they're gonna go whole Dark Knight
Ben
Returns.
Affleck.
If if we let RoboCop be the voice of Batman in
Of,
Dark Knight Returns,
Dark Knight. Let's talk about that then.
I think we can let Daredevil be Batman.
Just as long as they don't. That is one thing, because I don't think Ben Affleck could pull off the whimsical Batman voice from the Nolan universe.
The Nolan one.
That fucking.
Oh, it's so bad.
Swear on me. That I just.
It's like a grizzly bear doing a Clint Eastwood.
It's fun to go through the Taco Bell drive-thru though, doing the Batman voice.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I have a cold.
Oh. 2 beef burritos. Batman later that night. Yay!
Yeah.
Alfred.
My body said yay.
Wait, and what do you how do you feel about the Batman films themselves? The Nolan.
The Nolan verse, Batman Begins, I thought was really good. I think Heath Ledger's death overshadowed the second one. It was a good movie. I didn't like the Joker voice myself. I know a lot of people will argue that with me, but it wasn't the Joker I was used to.
You're used to Mark Hamill. That's basically.
Mark Hamill is my Joker, and
the Batman the animated series were in. It spoiled everyone.
Because then they went ahead and used Mark Hamill in Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and that was, he's done the Joker more than I think anybody else has,
Probably.
and he did a great job at it. So it's like
That's what you want. That became your gold standard of. Well, same thing, kind of like the guy that did the voice of Batman, the Kevin
Conroy.
Which, by the way, great name. It is.
It is.
It's true. Not making this shit up. We have a guest.
Not a guest, I just an employee of the shop. I was wondering, is that a Fisher Price toilet?
Yes, this is. It's an official Fisher Price porta potty, and when you get done doing your business. Jealous. Sorry. One of the employees just came in here and was admiring our toilet. And then he ran away.
But yes, Kevin Conroy, he proved that you can do a different Bruce Wayne voice than a Batman voice and not have to change it as drastically. It was just too...
Become a 90-year-old smoker, chain smoker voice.
Yes, and I don't know if it was Christian Bale, like his choice in the third one, whether it was in The Dark Knight Rises, when he was up on the roof with Selina, not Catwoman, Selina, because we never called her Catwoman. They're up there by themselves, nobody else around. He's talking to her, she knows he's Bruce Wayne. He's still talking to her in the Batman voice. Why?
His version of the Batman character is a method actor.
I guess it's like
he has the mask on. He has to stay.
I'm wearing the cowl. I'm gonna talk like an asshole.
Like he's completely normal Bruce Wayne when he's putting it on there. Hey Alfred, pass me the gauntlets. Give me my belt. Give me the mask. Okay, now give me my cape. It's just.
As soon as the mask is on,
it's good.
Flips a switch.
Yes.
Nice.
When he gets home after a hard night of crime fighting, God damn, they shoot us hot as hell. Alfred, give me some cocoa. I assumed you would want cocoa when you're done fighting crime after a hard night.
I'm sure it's cold outside. He works at night.
Exactly.
Even during the summer.
Gotham looks like it's a coast city. It's on the ocean.
It's chilly.
Yeah, exactly. You want some cocoa.
Those, Batman Begins made sense to me because it made Batman plausible.
Yeah.
Order the different cowl pieces from other companies. Although I do have that question of, what did those individual companies think that they were making?
I want to know, what do they make to start with that have these pieces hanging around?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
We got a bat ear laying around.
We got a couple bat ears and...
What are we going to do with this, Joey?
I don't know.
Hey, we got a buyer. How many? He wants all of them. Shut them all out. Oh, it's the Jack Nicholson Joker that's selling them. Son of a bitch.
I hope they don't hit him with hammers and realize how crappy our products are. That's what happens. Because I bet he outsourced. That's the problem. Buy American. If Bruce Wayne was, people think he's this great hero and he's
buying Japanese labor.
I hear outside of the news industry, Metropolis does a lot of great manufacturing, so he could have absolutely done it in America.
Gone down there. Looking cheap bastard.
Assuming Gotham and Metropolis are America. I haven't seen him on a map yet.
Bruce Wayne being rich, how big of a ski slope do you think he has on top of his house? I don't believe that.
You never.
Because if anyone's going to own one, Batman should have.
And it would be easy upkeep. He's got one of Mr. Freeze's guns in the Batcave.
I'm sure he has like a snow jet that he occasionally has to use.
You know what? I have one.
And then-
I have one made of Legos. So yes, it does exist.
There we go. Boom. Batman has a snow jet. Therefore, he needs to have his own ski slope on top of
Yeah,
Wayne Tower.
just in case.
Just in case. You never know.
Absolutely never know.
Mr. Freeze might show up. The Arno version.
I want to party with that guy. He seemed like he was having a good time the entire movie.
He does. He was
Like,
very happy.
I don't even
For
think-
a villain, he was very jolly.
I don't think he knew he was a villain.
I don't think Arno knew it was a movie. He's just, it's a party.
You bought me a suit.
You bought me a suit. Alfred, you're boring me. It's a party.
Look at him. Look what he's doing.
That's amazing. Now here's some puns.
Now here's. Honestly, I like to imagine
He kept
Arnold.
the suit. I don't know if you know that. He actually did.
He kept it.
Yes, Arno has the suit somewhere, and
Oh, I imagine he wears it at parties.
Well, I'm sure
like
when-
offering people drinks, like putting ice cubes in like people's drinks, like he's making them a drink. Like,
he's
these little
just
tongs
he's
that
just
use the
putting
ice
little.
cubes.
Oh yeah, how about
Making ice
you?
puns.
I'm Mr. Freeze.
What killed the dinosaurs?
That's the Iceman comment. Ah ha ha! Would you like another cube?
What killed the dinosaurs? My famous ramen cove.
I'm
Sorry-
sure, I'm sure
sorry
when
about
he
the
and
bad
Maria
impression.
was still married, I'm sure he had some kinky times with the Maria. I'm Mr. Freeze. Follow me out.
No, he just kept her in that tube of water,
She kept
pretending he had to save her.
Maria. I have a popsicle for you.
Until he used the all but too famous line, "The Iceman
I
cometh."
think-
And then he had to get the Windex out and clean off
Clean
the
off the,
tube.
yeah, because it fogs up too, as well. I would say.
As well.
As well.
As well indeed.
As well as other things. See, like the whole Marvel, with the next Superman film, it seems like they're throwing. Well, Superman film, that's a Batman film, let's face it, it's really.
The Batman film would also star Superman.
Yeah, they also has his cameo with Superman there somewhere. It seems like they're throwing like everything in here all of a sudden, like Wonder Woman's supposed to supposedly be in it,
Yeah.
Green Lantern maybe by The Rock, which
Yeah, The Rock is Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I don't immediately hate that.
you're more okay with Ben Affleck as Batman than The Rock as Green Lantern.
I'm more okay with Ben Affleck as Batman. The Rock is Green Lantern. I like less, but yeah, I don't know why they're. It's gonna end up being a Justice League movie, and it's like Superman's not gonna.
So it's still not a Superman film.
Yeah, it's gonna be Justice League.
Justice League film with
Because we got Wonder Woman.
it's Batman and
Confirmed.
Friends. It's
Yeah,
what it
it's
is.
the Super
The
Friends.
Super Friends. Which I hope they bring back the dog. Or the Wonder Twins? Was that
The
from?
Wonder Twins, yeah, there was because they did. It was Wendy and other kid,
Other twin.
and then their dog. And the Wonder Twins had Gleek the monkey, Zan and Jaina, and Gleek the monkey.
You think she played Glick the monkey in the next film?
It's a tough one.
It is, how do you cast a monkey?
I think you should get a monkey.
You just get a monkey? You
Remember-
go hire that one dude from the Planet of the Apes and
A Caesar.
yeah,
Caesar from Planet of the Apes
Caesar.
played Gleek.
It's all CGI.
Andy Serkis?
Andy Serkis. There, thank you. I can't remember the name. Andy Serkis, the guy that does all that motion capture.
Oh, okay.
CGI. He's like the little goofy
Oh,
guy from
he's-
Lord of the
He was
Rings.
Gollum too. Wasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Two franchises I'm not familiar
Yeah,
with.
yeah. Rings and hobbits, I don't
Not
understand.
my thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a certain type of nerd, and
That's
Not
drawing
that
the
type.
line. Yeah,
it's not that type.
exactly. I'll watch the original, trilogy of the Star Wars films before we go to that. Star Wars. Hey, this is a segue.
Star Wars.
They
7.
announced today they start filming the new Star Wars in May,
Super
which is
exciting.
supposed to take place 30 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Which makes sense if they're going to bring back.
Yeah, because
Campbell
they're
and
not young
Carrie
anymore.
Fisher and
Some of them have aged better than others, and
not Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Harrison
Chewbacca
Ford-
probably aged well.
Chewbacca probably looks great. I imagine he would be just fine in the film. For probably a little stricter gray, maybe in the hair.
You know they're going to. You know they're going
Put a
to.
little.
They put some gray.
Will Jar Jar be back? He's the Supreme Chancellor in the new franchise.
He's the new bad guy.
He's the villain.
I hated pod racing.
Oh, it's a master, an apprentice. What's up, Misa doing?
Misa the Master, Misa the Apprentice.
Misa killed Jedi?
You should never know. Bombad.
This show's so appropriate being in a comic book store right now. This
Only
is
place you can
about
get away
as
with these
geeky as
impressions.
you can get right now. Gonna be crap or potentially.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I didn't even despise
The
episodes 1 through
1
3. I hated pod racing more than I hated Jar Jar Binks.
Now this is pod racing.
You brought up that line this past weekend, and I was like, oh, I forgot that
The
happened.
pod racing. This is pod racing.
What else was it gonna be? It's like nothing else.
There's nothing else you can compare it to.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, I think that he did that line when he was flying the ship at the end.
oh yeah.
He's like, oh, this is.
So he was making a comparison.
Yeah.
I
But
thought
still,
you-
it's annoying.
Oh.
It's still.
Great. He was a
I'm
great.
glad he got cut, his limbs chopped off and burned up to a grease.
I wouldn't have considered him a great pilot when I met him.
No.
Like Obi-Wan said in The New Hope, he's like, he was already a great pilot when I knew him.
Oh crap.
Really? He accidentally won.
Yeah. It was a fluke. He got lucky.
He got very lucky.
Anakin got lucky. Annie got lucky.
Lee Portman. Yeah.
He had some weird, no, never mind. I could say he had some weird issues with, older chicks, but it was Natalie Portman. So, yeah, I kind of gave him a okay on that one.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Are you an angel?
Boy.
Oh boy.
You're making me mad now, Kevin.
Make you hate the original trilogy now by bringing up those Deep Perry memories.
No,
I wish the
you're
place was like sand.
making me mad for just repeating these.
I hate sand.
I'm almost out of here. Don't make me
Here,
angry.
please. You can't be angry when we got this. That almost sounds like Annie. Yay! This is pod racing. Yay! I'm a grabber.
Oh, I've got a new thing to try when I get home.
Do you think DC's panicking too much? We'll backtrack to the DC thing. Are they going to overdo it by trying to catch up with Marvel and do their big collaboration movie? Because that's advertising.
I think that's what they're doing is they're trying to throw their big, at least their big 3, possibly 4, into the Superman sequel, and then bring in their lesser characters through Arrow, with the Flash debuting soon
Your TV shows.
on the TV show Arrow. It's kind of doing the exact opposite of what Marvel's doing. Marvel's, taking their movies and they made a TV show and soon to be the serials for Netflix for some of their minor characters and just letting those kind of be their own thing. With there's always a possibility they could bring them up, but they're establishing the big characters in movies like you should, and they did that first. Shield. You're not going to miss anything in Avengers 3 if you're not watching S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Whereas if they're going to put the Flash and Green Arrow into
They just
their
don't show up in the
possible
movie.
their Justice League movie, you could sit there and go, who are these?
Who the fuck is this guy in their red jumpsuit?
Why does that guy run so fast?
He sure does like to run.
Like,
They got some stupid, you know what, God bless the DC and all, but man, they have some really stupid superpowers as their main
Well,
gimmick. I run fast. I talk to the fishes.
as you say, as we run fast, but Quicksilver is going to be in 2 Marvel movies. He's going to be in X-Men Days of Future Past and Avengers 3, played by 2 different people because
They're all
they
my
can't
different.
they can't
That's another thing.
coexist.
The DC also going to like panic. Oh, hey, we gotta make a deep multi-superhero film now because it worked for the Avengers and that made a lot of money. And it seems like the other flip side of the Marvel universe, the one that's not owned by Disney, they seem to be all jumping on board with, hey, we need to make a big, crazy,
let's throw
like the
everybody
next
in.
X-Men film. It's like every.
At least with the X-Men films, they didn't reboot it like they did Spider-Man. I know there were contract issues, and Sam Raimi didn't. Sam Raimi's script that he gave him, Sony didn't want to do. So yeah, that's fine. Reboot it, whatever. Fox with X-Men seems like they're kind of grasping and pigeonholing things in with the Wolverine sequels and the First Class, and bringing in the original cast now for Days of Future Past to say, hey, look, this is why we can maybe fix some story elements here by bringing both these casts together and
Make you forget about X3?
there's grasping the straws. Yes, Angel. Why were you in that movie?
He was different. You think anyone because he basically was one of the original X-Men,
Yeah.
and you would think he were more likely
He'd
to be an X-Men First Class instead of this is showing up as.
And if you look at the X-Men First Class, Angel
None of the-
and Darwin were both, or the other Angel, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, his character, was created in the 2000s. Azazel, the Red Nightcrawler guy, created in the 2000s. Havoc showing up before Cyclops, when they specifically said that in the first X-Men movie that Cyclops and Jean were his first students. Well, we know that's not true now because Havoc, his older brother, was even there before Cyclops was.
And doesn't he like show up in like the Wolverine film?
Yeah, he shows up.
Cyclops.
Yeah.
And then for that matter, Diamond Girl, what the hell? is her
Emma
name?
Frost.
Emma Frost. The young, she shows up like as like
A prisoner.
giant, yeah. But she's like an adult and.
She's an adult in the 60s.
Yeah.
And I think they kind
And
of
totally rocking it, by the way.
January Jones did an amazing job. I'm going to take a lot of flack for that. January Jones is #1. But I think I kind of wrote off the sparkly girl get behind me, who is Wolverine's girlfriend's sister, wasn't it? Supposed to be the Diamond Girl? I believe so, but they kind of wrote her off as a different character that they just made up. So, yeah, they're gonna have to fix some things.
It's a little muddy at the moment.
And I hope, I'm looking forward to it because I enjoyed First Class. Some of the pigeonholing.
It was enjoyable. Plus, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
It all comes back to Kevin Bacon. Everything. I mean, there's no way to escape the bacon.
No.
Can't escape bacon. Can't escape. Cannot escape. The bacon.
I like them in my movies. I like them on my breakfast table.
On our breakfast table. And with his first name being Kevin, I'm always like 1 degree away from Kevin Bacon. So
I don't think that counts as a degree.
I think it does. I'm going to say it's a degree. I'm 1 degree away from Kevin Bacon
I'm not
at all times.
I'm not a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon historian, so.
So that would make you 2 degrees away from Bacon. You would think you would be on board with this.
Yes.
The Spider-Man reboot.
Yes. First one,
Yeah.
loved it. Except when he fought Killer Croc.
With his master plan to
Well, the
turn
fact,
people into lizards temporarily.
yes. Well, the fact that, okay, it was the lizard, but it clearly looked like Killer Croc from Batman.
Batman.
The old animated series. But no, the plan really was fine. It was a total comic book story. And it was great. There was humor there. And kind of led you into what's going to happen in the sequel. You know, had the hints and everything there that I thought were great. Then the sequel shows up. We see the trailers for the sequel, and it looks like Batman and Robin.
It is kind of.
There's so many villains.
Every villain, like.
It'll be Electro, Rhino, a Goblin, assuming green.
Yeah.
Then there's been hints of there being additional villains in there. I mean, watching the trailer.
Well, again, going back to the whole, we gotta make another superhero collaboration film, because Avengers did it.
Yeah.
They seem like they're doing that. You got the Sinister Six film
Sinister
that
Six
they're
and Venom coming up.
slapped together.
I mean, they're setting it up, but I think they could slow burn it a little more.
Yeah.
Not have to throw everything at us at once. Because it's essentially, we're going to see an Electro origin story, we're going to see a Rhino origin story, we're going to see a Goblin origin story, plus, you know, Pete's going what he's doing, and Gwen Stacy's not going to, I don't believe she's going to last 2 movies, so we're going to have, spoiler alert for nobody who's read Amazing Spider-Man number 121, Gwen's going to die.
What? La 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 la.
It's not a spoiler alert, so it's okay.
She's not gonna. She's not gonna. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything will be okay for Pete because a redhead shows up and
That's true.
forgets about her
That's
eventually.
exactly. How do you get over a dead blonde?
Find
Snap
a
your
redhead.
redhead. Snap it. Isn't that right, Spider-Man? So weird. We got like a.
He knows what I'm talking about.
He's like.
You know, silent
We're being the.
protector.
He's a silent protector. Looks like he's waiting in line to get on the potty here. Actually, come on, shut up already. I gotta talk.
Go.
Gotta go.
Yikes.
Boy. Then the fact that before they're doing their reboot, there seems to be a lot of angry people I read on that one.
There are some angry people because of the race of the new Johnny Storm.
The two multi, the
It's
sister
a
Sue
multicultural
Storm,
cast.
and then
Yeah. Sue's Caucasian, Johnny's African American.
what's this like complaining about the age of one of the actors too? Like
They're-
Mr. Fantastic is like 12 years old or something. I'm not sure. That's what I heard.
It's a young-
Mr. Fantastic is 12 and the new Fantastic Four.
I think he's a little older than that, but
The thing's a piece of delivery guy. I don't get it. It's all over the place. It's
it's a little bit of a younger cast. Honestly,
I would like to see that thing. It's a piece of delivery man.
I'm gonna keep
A
ordering.
spin-off film.
I'm gonna keep ordering pizzas until the thing is
It's the piece of delivery.
pizza delivery guy. But it's a younger
Pizza
cast.
delivery time.
It's,
It's Domino's time.
but it is a younger cast, and I've heard things that are gonna go based off more of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, which had the kids involved in like a government think tank. So they were children. I mean, they weren't, you know, I think late teens, early 20s, or high school. It was like a big think tank for them. So it being a younger cast makes sense if they're going that route, which I heard they have. As far as actor choices, I've never seen these kids in anything else, so I can't make a judgment. Like,
Not even a Spy Kid film. You know, you're going to have someone.
Exactly.
That's where you go.
Exactly, but you know, not seeing any of their previous work, I don't know.
What to expect.
Yeah, and look what having a relatively unknown did for Superman 1 and 2. And Christopher Reeves wasn't a known actor when he did Superman. And that's considered one of the greatest comic book films of
Look
all
what I
time.
did for Richard Pryor.
Got him addicted to crack.
Freebasing.
He's like, you got me
Superman, you wanna fight?
You got me skiing off a roof? Oh, I need some crack to do this.
Don't care if I catch on fire. Superman can freeze a lake and
Superman-
defrost it over me.
Oh, if we're gonna go back to Superman 3. They forgot their 5-mile hose.
The
The fire.
if you're going to put out a fire, make sure you got your 5-mile hose.
Or bring water.
Or bring water, one of the two.
Don't run out of water while
Exactly.
fighting a fire.
Exactly. Or at least, build a hydrant near the chemical plant that's
Where was
full
OSHA?
of explosives.
Where was OSHA?
That's why we have OSHA now. The 80s were much more laid back time.
It was all this big one. Don't do this. The
Don't
future.
do this.
Hey, the future. We're gonna pick up.
And you're going to clean it.
Freezing legs.
Bill Clinton, it's all on you now.
Exactly. Oh man.
Sausage Slaughter's a bad guy now. That's it, Clinton.
Fix it.
I'm just glad we got to work in a Sergeant Slaughter reference in this conversation.
We talk about his boots before we
Yes.
leave the Sergeant Slaughter.
Exactly. For those of you not aware of what we're talking about now, back in the early 90s, Sergeant Slaughter, former G.I. Joe,
Defected
defected
to Saddam Hussein's
regime.
regime and sent him a pair of boots
Yes.
with pointy curvy
Yes, they
heels.
like curl. Because
And-
all Arabian villains wear pointy curly boots. It's a fact. You can Google it.
Yeah, he borrowed those boots from Destro.
Yes.
Destro, give me those boots.
All right, on boots.
Yeah, they were a gift from Saddam Hussein.
Yes.
And every time you saw him on television in the early 90s, they talked about his gift boots.
His gift boots from the. But let's get back. Now we're going to wrestling. That'd be another podcast. That'd be another
Yeah, it was kind of a
podcast.
G.I. Joe conversation.
Kind of G.I. Joe, comic book. So it all works out.
We're not completely off topic.
Exactly. The Ninja Turtles, they comic books. They got the new reboot coming up. Michael Bay's involved. Are you scared?
6 months ago I would have been scared, but I just want to say into this camera, thank you, Internet, for creating all the petitions to make sure Michael Bay did not make them aliens. Thank you. But yes, as long as they're not aliens from another planet and they get to be mutants.
And Megan Fox
As
is
April.
reporting in yoga pants for some reason. But
You know what? I want to see the yellow jumpsuit.
the yellow jumpsuit.
I want to see yellow jumpsuit.
I haven't seen any pictures of the only pictures I've seen that they posted are a bunch of guys wearing like foam balls on their body.
I saw
And
one.
Megan Fox is reporting in yoga pants, which makes complete sense.
I saw one with her in a yellow jacket.
Really?
So it was. We're getting.
We're looking there. She just, that's the first half of the film, she's just trying to find her pants
Yes.
so she can make the yellow jumpsuit. Turtles, where's
We need-
my pants? That don't sound good.
No.
That's taking the turtles in a whole other
No, what we need
direction.
is we need Vernon. We need Irma.
Cowabunga.
We need Vernon and we need Irma from
Well, it
the
seems like
cartoon.
they got, I think that's what Real Arnett basically is, because he's supposed to be in the reboot
Well, then
as some
I'm in.
sidekick. Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
in.
like they're almost kind of.
Can you buy stock in movies? Because I'll buy stock in that one.
I just sold you on the Michael Bay Ninja
You just
Turtle
sold me on
film.
Michael Bay Ninja Turtles, Will Arnett.
I feel so dirty now.
It's like he's gonna have this coming of coming of.
Real Arnett might be the saving grace of that film.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna have one of those like he's gonna do this whole thing like I'm gonna destroy the turtles, and the turtles have to save him, and you're just gonna see him go. You made a huge mistake. Like, I want George Oscar Bluth, Job. I want Job as Vernon in Ninja Turtles.
I made a terrible mistake.
I made a huge mistake.
Maybe he's the one that's, well, if they go down the old classical route of the cartoon, the original one where mutagen is what, maybe he's the one that drops the mutagen.
He's the TCRI
Yes.
guy from.
I made a huge mistake.
I made a huge mistake. Babies, you brought me
Babies!
He kind of had a Batman voice
He
too.
kind of did, the
Shredder.
Shredder. The new Shredder, he's not Asian. They got like, what about that? Osoku Saki.
Oroku Saki's not
Yes.
Asian.
I don't know what his name's gonna be now.
Was the original one Asian? He wasn't super Asian if he was Asian.
No, he was a little, yeah, he was Oriental. He was Oriental at least. He had, you know,
Yeah,
he was turning Japanese. He was turning.
song by the Vapors. Really contemporary reference we got going here. But no,
I mean, I guess, you know,
I really
a
haven't
regular
seen
white guy could be born, I guess, in Japan and
Yeah.
raised to do
nobody,
karate.
nobody batted an eye when Wolverine was in Japan. Like, man, whatever.
I guess the white guy would be
As
the
long as you
one
have claws in your
responsible
hand.
for calling his ninja clan the foot, so
Right? As long
no
as you have,
self-respecting Asian would do that. It would bring shame to their family.
as long as you have claws in your hand, and you're a white guy in Japan, you're fine.
Fine.
Shredder had him, Wolverine had him.
You're like a celebrity when you go there. If you're a white guy in Japan, you're like, oh, look. Wow, this is about to get very
Wow, let's-
racial here.
Let's just say I haven't seen a whole lot about the Ninja Turtles, but as long as they're not aliens and Megan Fox is involved, and Will Arnett,
So,
I'm super excited for Ninja Turtles. It changed it from meh to thank you. I love this
in
movie
that
already.
one little,
Yep,
just by finding out we were on that.
2 things changed my complete view on this movie.
Okay, so there we go. Here we have it. A recommendation for the Michael Bay Turtle film.
Go see Ninja Turtles
It,
in about a year and a half.
it might be worth it.
Megan Fox, she saved that second Transformers movie.
That's true.
We all know Michael Bay's theory of film when it comes to Megan Fox. Shoot low and shoot up.
Which is why we said they should bring her back for the new Transformers film as well, and
Absolutely.
do the kind of like the original Transformers poster of Transformers the cartoon movie, where they're all shooting up into the
Unicron.
Unicron, which looks kind of like a robotic vagina, basically.
See, they were new
Just
characters.
replace that with Megan Fox and in
There were
the-
new characters being born in this movie,
Yes.
except for Wheelie.
Fuck that Autobot.
Fuck Wheelie.
So, if I talk here, we should try to segue some potty-ish type, bathroom humor questions here with comic books.
Okay.
Beast.
Beast.
Dude's covered in fur.
Yes.
How often do you think he got poop stuck to his ass? I'm sure it happened,
Every single time.
It happens to dogs, so I'm sure occasionally he's.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Chewbacca syndrome. I think it happened every single time. But him being
He's
Rel-
super smart, so
him
I'm
being
sure
super
he,
smart, he's like,
I'm sure you
hey,
need to cover that up.
hey, he's like, hey, I got shit in my fur. I better clean it off.
Just using his foot,
Yeah.
that stuff.
Brushing his
Picking it
teeth
up.
with his hands,
Exactly.
wiping fur off
Wiping
his
fur
ass
off
with
with
his
his
foot.
foot. Makes sense.
It's gonna happen.
What's the worst? What do you think might possibly be of all the superhero comics that got turned into films? Which one do you think deserves to be flushed down the toilet?
The worst one, with the exception of the last musical number, is Howard the Duck.
Howard the Poor Howard the Duck.
But it's
That duck. That film though made me believe
but
that a duck could fuck a rock star.
and it was Leah Thompson.
That film promoted bestiality.
Leah Thompson in the
Thompson.
80s, like
Yes, back.
duck, dog, human, grizzly bear, Batman. Everything wanted to fuck Leah Thompson in that movie. But
She was even her own son
she was
in Back to the Future.
Stone Cold Fox.
She was.
Stone Cold Fox in that movie. And, I mean, so I don't blame Howard, but
You can't blame a duck for trying.
no. The whole fact that she wanted to fuck him, though.
That's a little weird.
That guy.
That she was like into it. She was like,
Yeah. And watch the movie for like the first 3 minutes. Keep in mind it's a PG movie.
that's right.
Duck tits.
Yes. Howard the Duck has boobies.
Duck boobies.
In
Duck. In the first 3 minutes of the movie.
full frontal duck boobies
Mm-hmm.
in a PG film.
In
Unheard of.
Cleveland?
Again, the 80s, laid back time.
We learned something.
Got some duck boobies showing?
Throw a PG
Throw
on
it in there. All right.
Kids will eat this up.
They love duck
George
boobies.
Lucas. That was your first mistake. The new Indiana Jones and the new Star Wars trilogy.
Yet Padme never lost her top. It was just
Although she got slashed across
got
the
slashed.
front.
I thought that was
across
always-
the front.
like
Her whole shirt came
Yeah,
off.
yeah, just whoops. Like, quickly, the Cyclops tore up my clothes. It was like one of those moments. George knew what he was doing.
Absolutely.
By the time he got to Return of the Jedi, and let's just show Leia in a slave outfit. Iron bikini, it'll make sense, it'll be fine.
Watch this movie, PG? No,
He did.
it'll be fine.
He had no care. Let's see what time we got. They're pulling us into the close here. So you're gonna go with, Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck's probably the worst.
What's the Phantom?
The Phantom was a comic strip.
Comic strip with Billy Zane.
Billy
I
Zane.
would go with that as my comic book film that should be flushed down.
Or The Shadow.
The Shadow.
Alec Baldwin
Alec
as a
Baldwin.
superhero.
Who knows what evil looks in the hearts of men? Alec Baldwin does.
Yeah, I don't think it was written for The Shadow. I think it was just Alec Baldwin's tagline.
It's just his
For
tagline.
his tagline for real life.
For everyday events. When he auditions to movie roles.
It's like, I can see the darkness in your heart.
Rocket.
Superman 3.
Superman 3. Oh, always back to Superman 3.
It's just so bad it can't.
I don't know. I think it's so bad you gotta keep it, out of the toilet. It's just.
Yeah, you can't watch it if it's in the toilet.
Exactly. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how to wrap this up here. There's a lot of action sounds when you. One of the things I normally ask, when we do these shows with, music guests, comic guests, whatever the heck, what their favorite potty word is. Since we're talking about superheroes, I was trying to figure out what to ask to do a spin on that. So they always got awesome action sounds for when you punch pow and biff, the
Whipped and bounce.
yeah. Wolverine got schnick.
Snick.
What action sound would should be used for pissing? Wheeze or
Yeah, it's a W and then 17
17
Z's.
Z's.
And if you ever do make that noise while pissing, please go see a doctor.
Then follow it up with this.
Well, that's how you know you're done pissing.
That's true. I want this. I want my actual. I'm going to figure out a way to hook up this sucker to my actual toilet here. Well, anyways, we're almost running out of time here, so we should probably wrap up the show here. Any closing thoughts on you want to throw out here before we wrap it up here?
Go buy a comic book. Go show up on Wednesdays, Krypton Comics preferably, and go buy a comic book. You've watched the movies. You like Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider's coming out with a new book soon.
I don't know about
There's
the design for the new Ghost Rider. Right there.
it's different, but Johnny Blaze still exists in Thunderbolts.
And in my dreams.
He's now a member of the team. But you go see the Avengers. There's plenty of Avengers comic books out there. X-Men's coming out with a new movie. There's plenty of X-Men comics out there that are either relaunching or going on. Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out. Marvel's doing a great job at either putting out new number ones for these books or bringing on brand new jumping on points. I recommend going out, Krypton Comics, Wednesdays when new books come out. They're open 7 days a week. Come out and get anything at any time. They have a large selection of comics and action figures and toys and everything that you need. But come on out and if you like the films, do Marvel a favor and come out and buy some merchandise from them too.
Get the story behind the film. Find out what the hell you're going to see.
Yeah, you get a movie, every 2 years.
Exactly.
With comic books, you get a new story every month.
Exactly. Boom. Boom.
They can't do
I don't know why
camera.
I went Boston on that one, but boom. You got. Why couldn't he be Batman?
Ben Affleck is Batman. He's from Boston.
That's true. Well, there you go. I'm so down on Batman versus Superman. The circle is now complete.
See?
Boom.
I convinced you.
There. I'm Batman versus Superman with Batflick and his little butt chin. I'm ready.
It's gonna look great under a cowl.
What does it though?
True. His little 5 o'clock shadow and butt chin.
Butt chin.
Go watch Daredevil again.
We've gone full circle now here on Potty Talk. We started off with Batman versus Superman with Ben Affleck, and now we're ending on that. So hey, thanks for watching our wacky and incoherent conversations that we've been having here for the past hour here.
Hopefully we get to do more.
Yes, we'll see how this goes. Let's give it for Spider-Man here behind the portable toilet here. Yay! Give it up for my friend here, Craig here, for being our comic historian. It's a real thing.
It's a loose title.
Exactly. Give it up for the portable potty here with the little. There we go. Yay! And give it up for Krypton Comics here for letting us film this in their location without calling the cops. So, thank you on that.
All right.
Thank you for not calling the cops. There's always that one loose end. That's it for Potty Talk, and we'll see you next time with more bathrooms, more potties, and
More talk.
more talk. And a whole lot of this. See you next time.